Looking forward, Nando, to talking about AI with you again.
Yeah.
We love to disagree on this, but I think in today's topic of AI and children, we probably are going to be kind of similar, I would imagine, in our
Oh, I don't know.
thoughts.
I don't know.
Okay. This is what yourself was like, oh, really? I'm not sure. Your daddy and I never agree on AI. Tell us.
Uses it all the time.
So what do you think about AI?
Good. It's good for learning. It's good for questioning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you ask it questions? Do you like actually give it prompts? Has Daddy taught you how to do prompts and things?
Yeah.
Well, you got face proud, very proud.
So what we do is, like, if he comes up with a question and I don't know the answer to it, we ask AI and we explore the topic and we can go in deeper, more so than if you just Google it.
But you do that as well, right? Because I've heard that not always AI is right, that sometimes it makes up its own
And
facts.
is
You need to
Google
check
right every
facts.
time?
No.
No.
No,
And are books right every time?
No, but in Google,
No.
I normally Google something and then I read 5 or 10 different things.
And the beauty is...
And then I do that, but does AI do that too?
So yeah, so depending on the type of AI, what you're talking about is something called hallucinations,
Okay.
which are becoming less and less and less. And that's down to the training that the AI was put through. But now we've got tools like Perplexity, which is a different form of AI, which is more of a Google-based AI. But instead of just giving you the top subject, which has had the most hits, what it does is it scans the internet and it puts together a picture of a load of different sources. So actually...
It's doing what I do for me.
Yeah. So rather than you going and scrolling through the top 5 and going, well, that doesn't sound right, and why does this one contradict that? It literally tells you. And then you can ask it questions from there. So it's like a shortcut.
Do you type in the questions, Tina, or do you speak to it?
I normally speak to it, and people are scared of AI now because they fear that AI is going to take over the world.
That's me. The bonkers one. I'm kind of nervous of AI, which is why Daddy and I don't always agree, because
But AI,
AI's
how
feeling now and everything.
How long have you been scared of it?
I think from the moment I saw the Modern Family episode when the gay couple locked Lily in the car and they ended up ringing the central office and essentially it unlocked the doors.
So,
and I thought of the Holocaust and the concentration camp, and I put it all together. It's like, oh my God.
yeah, that's
one
not
day
a
they
myth at
take
all. That's totally normal.
From a laptop to the Holocaust.
Yeah.
But it's just, if you think about it, if you can automatically, centrally, from one person, can do that, all electric cars could be shut down. They put them automatic pilot, drive them all to off the cliff,
Yeah, they
or
could.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm just.
Yeah.
I suppose it's also because my job, I'm market research. You learn to look at everything. So I do see the good sides, and I love that every week you remind me of the good sides. But there's just that little niggle in the background of once AI gets a little bit further and has self-love, this, what's it going to think of us? Like what I sent you the other day.
The first driverless car was tested in 1980.
Yes.
You weren't worried about it then.
I didn't know about it.
But that's the point.
Tina, go on.
But the only way for AI to take over the world is when they evolve to an actual body, so they can walk, they can speak.
But that's not that far away from what I'm seeing.
That's fair. It's not that far away, but
That's
it's
not that far
like
away.
with the robots and stuff.
We just have to hope that we can be decent enough people that they're going to want to keep us around.
But why
That
would
we're
they
gonna
not want to keep us around?
Well, I don't know. I mean, where would you like me to start?
So what about when it comes to kids? What were we doing last night, for instance, when you were with your friends?
Reading scary, spooky stories with a skinwalker.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
So we put together a story and we were listening to it in the car. He had 2 of his friends with him, and the main characters in the story were obviously the kids. And it becomes like...
Did it make it up as it goes along then? You were just talking to it, it was making up the story as you went along?
Well, we asked it, can you make us a story about 3 kids, Tino, George and Harry? They're all about 8 years old. We want to be a little bit scared. We want some stories about it. But Tino's going to be the brave one, and George is going to be the cautious one, and Harry's the excited one. And it made a story that was brilliant. It was really good, didn't it?
And then you could probably, with another app, put images to that and then publish it.
but
And you got yourself a little book.
we're
going.
driving down the road, and I've got 3 kids. They're not sat on iPads. They're not sat there sitting there listening to basically an audiobook designed specifically for them. And it was a much better way to pass that trip. When we got back in, they were like, can we have another story? Can we have another story?
That's awesome. I'm so glad it's Simona Blanca and that you're here on the set with us, Tina. Thank you so much, because your feedback is actually quite important and invaluable to everybody. I mean, just 8 years old, and this is how it is.
Yeah.
This is what's in store. Please keep us updated on this. It's very interesting. Thank you.